Welcome to Kate's Egg. Today my dad and I are going flying. Dad and I are doing our pre-flight. Today we're gonna go flying.
You look at these things that pull the ailerons up and down, okay? Look in here, make sure that they're bolted on. Check your lights.
Okay.
Look at your landing gear, see if you need some of that silver stuff. About 3 or 4 inches of travel for suspension. That looks good. Come over here, look at your prop. Look in here, okay, I checked the oil, that's good. This is your stall warning, Kate. When this thing's about ready to quit flying, normally it'll drop down and then it beeps. You're gonna wanna make sure that it's loose on every airplane. Okay, you're gonna wanna check your pitot tube. That's what this is called.
And that it's not stuffed full of things like,
Bugs.
yeah. And that they're moving freely.
This moves freely here, Kate, these little rods. Turn it with your finger. Okay, got nuts in here, nuts in there. Everywhere the pivot points are. Okay, this is your trim tab. This lightens the stick pressure, you know. You trim it to fly at a certain speed. Check that. Check this moves up and down freely. Okay, we're about ready to go.
We're just getting ready right now. Got my headset on.
4, 5, 6. Okay, you'll push the mixture in so the motor can run. When you pull it out, it shuts the gas off. Okay, you'll turn your master on. It's the far left switch. You see it? My finger? Here. Far left. On. Turn the mags on. So the motor will fire. Press the little starter button, work the throttle a little bit. Okay, this is the brake on this. Pull, lock. Clear prop. Over here, this white switch, right? See my finger? Turn it on. It allows the radios to work. We're gonna turn the radios on. Turn the transponder on. Okay, this tells you which radio you're talking on. It's what they call an audio panel. This is your prop. This makes it complex. This and this.
Yeah, that's not in the other one.
No. Okay. Release the parking brake. Okay. We're gonna taxi a little bit. You don't want to give it a lot of gas here. Put your feet on the rudders. Okay, I want to go up this way and get on the yellow line. Rudder it over this way. Step on that rudder.
That line over there.
No, we're going over here to that yellow line that's turning. Follow it. Put the nose on the yellow line and keep it there with the rudder. Pull a little power off, not all of it. That's your left mag. Drop about 100 RPM. Back, let it speed back up. Check the right mag, 1 click over, about 100 RPM. That's about what this is. Then you do the prop. When props are cold, you cycle them twice. Push this in, pull it out. So you hear that. Push it back in, right? Let it speed back up, cycle up twice. That puts hot air, hot oil into the propeller. Check the carburetor heat. Should slow down about 100, 150, in case you get ice. Check your runways before you pull onto them, right? Just like a stop sign. Okay, let's go. We're gonna back taxi this all the way down to the end.
is an absolutely beautiful day to go flying. I am very excited and learning so much. It's just an incredible time. And the views are absolutely spectacular, so I hope you love the views as much as I do.
Start paying attention to a lot of this. Remember, you don't want to fight your airplane, okay? It's got to be going to the runway kind of hands-free. It's never going to go hands-free, but see, we're sitting on 90.
Yeah.
Moving in, nice and slow. We got a west wind, a south wind, because we're crabbing into the airport. Can you see the crookedness?
Yeah.
Okay, right before we land, we'll dip this wing and rudder it straight. Okay, right at the end, I start pulling the power. I want to go across the numbers at about 80. Not quite. Get down to the runway, stop to descend, let the airplane slow down. They land themselves, okay? Kind. And then you go back to the center, right? Center. Okay, here's what our altitude's telling us. See the wind? It's coming this way. That's why we had to turn in and track straight. Right? You can't forget your gear, your prop, or this. Okay, we're down on the ground. I shut the fuel pump off, right?
Yes.
Take the flaps off so the airplane has all the weight. Flaps help them fly slower. Once you take that off, it won't fly. So now you got weight. You can drive in crosswind. Got the fuel pump on. Okay, we're going to back taxi runway 8 for departure. Normally these little runways have a place to turn around on the end, but you have to kind of time it right, you know. Okay, here comes the train. This train's waiting for that train to go by so it can go back that way. And then before you do a run up, get your wheels straight so it's not pulling on it from the side, you know what I mean? Controls. Instruments. So we're going to turn the boost pump on, so in case you lose your mechanical pump on the motor, you still got it feeding, okay? We got the brakes locked. We're going to go to 1400. 2 clicks left. Checks the left mag. Bring it back up. 1 click left. Checks the right mag. Check the carburetor heat. Drops about 100. Now we cycle the prop. Here, drag the motor down, put it back in.
today's sunset is an absolutely gorgeous one and the perfect day to show you how beautiful Montana sunsets really are. It's just incredible and I can't believe it. So I hope you absolutely love this sunset. I know I do.
Adjust the speed with power here, okay? I overflew the runway, so I'm coming back to line up, right? Shallow turn, take off and land. Okay, let's see if I can get it scooped on here without fighting. Yeah, I want to get this slowed down a little bit. Full low power. Taking the weight off the stick. Speed's at 80, okay? You want to go right down, layer just above the runway, pull the power and let it land. Huh?
We're on the ground.
Yeah. Okay, we just pull the power and let it bleed the speed off normally, unless you need to use the brakes. That's why you don't want to come in too fast in short runways and stuff.
That was a perfect landing.
I wouldn't call it perfect, but what is this thing, Kate? It's a VSI, vertical speed indicator.
It tells how fast you're climbing or dropping.
Right. What is this?
That tells your elevation.
Right. Altitude. What is this?
That tells your direction.
Right. What do they call it? A DG, directional gyro, altimeter. Okay, follow the yellow lines. They keep you out of trouble. What I do normally is just give it a little RPM.
Okay.
Then pull the mixture out. That kills the motor.
I had an awesome flight with my dad, so thank you, Dad. And also make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Okay, bye. Now my dad and I are just grabbing our stuff and we're going to head back home, but it was an awesome day flying, so that's amazing. What do you think, Dad?
I think I'm glad we got back now.
Yes, it was definitely getting dark and coming home the sun was in our eyes, but it was super fun.